wanted to move on now to the significance of using the door in the
Yeah.
gameplay. Having that physical barrier there was so intense. So
Yeah.
how did you come up with that, and like why add it?
Yeah, so the the door was an early ad in the concept when it went from the initial seeds of this idea were a solo journaling game. I had just
Mm.
designed Project Echo and I was really into solo journaling as a design space, and I was like thinking about a solo journaling game about processing someone turning into a zombie. And then when it became a two-player game, it quickly became this idea of like, quarantining from a person, and like I liked the idea of splitting a deck of cards and having to pass cards underneath the door, that tactility of that. um and the door does a number of really fun things, like design wise. One is inspired by like Alice is Missing as a game. Alice is Missing, for viewers who might not know, is like a game where you text throughout play. So there's no outside out loud spoken portion of the game, and I love what that does for roleplay within that game. The fact that like when you remove something like voice from roleplay, what you're able to get to in terms of like character and immersion. And so this was a really interesting thing. And like when I did the first play test with a door, the removal of sight of the other person changes the way you role play dramatically. I think like gives people who are less comfortable going really deep in role play permission. They don't have like the look of their friend that they might perceive some sort of like judgment or need to perform or something. It's a very like personal isolated experience.